Stitchers, it's Becky the Obsessed Stitcher back with an update. Today is Sunday, November 5th. It's been 3 weeks since my video regarding one of the fire victims from our area, and I just looked up. My last update was September 25th, and I had kept track as I started new things, so I pulled out more than I thought I did. I thought I had only worked on my tapestry sampler, but I actually have worked on quite a few things. So I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff, but I think I'm going to do my whip progress because it's stabbing me in the side here. So what I worked mostly on and I took to the Minnesota retreat was my tapestry sampler. So I don't have the pattern to show you the picture from it, but this is how far I've gotten. Quite a bit of progress. I'm hoping to finish it before the end of the year. That's my goal. And I'm really focusing on it, so I'm confident that I will do that if I can keep from getting distracted from so many other fun, crafty things. So that went with me to the Minnesota retreat, like I said. Got some work done on that. And on the plane, I always like to have something to do, but cross stitch is sort of hard to do on the plane, so I was knitting on socks, and I finished my second sock on my way there. So on my way back, I got this off the freebie table at the retreat. I'm going to decorate my guest bedroom that my grandkids sleep in with Winnie the Pooh, and so I got this. It was a whole kit, and I started that on my way home from the retreat. I didn't get very far, and I don't know when I'll work on it again, but there are Christopher Robin shorts. You can see I'm part of the lake there. So this originally sold for almost $27, so to get it for free, that was awesome. So that's one of my whips. And then another one I did some work on was my Queen Anne's lace. So there is what she will, there is what she looks like. And oh my gosh, I know if you remember I said I'm not doing the ladies, but oh my goodness, as you will see, I've fallen for the ladies. But one of the reasons why is when you stitch them, oh my gosh, look at the shading in the folds of her dress. And I don't know if you have seen Mary Rose's video on Marilyn Imblum, whatever, Levitt Imblum. Anyway, it's really interesting, and I actually bought one of the patterns that she had talked about, and Marilyn had said what the symbolism was, I guess you would say, in that pattern. So yeah, there's a lot of these types of patterns in my future. So that's the progress on Queen Anne's lace. And then I had a new start. I have my collection of Marilee's patterns, and I started this. I want to give this to her when I complete it. So I went ahead and started. I did do it on some fabric I dyed, so it's a little darker than what she did her model stitch on, but I've got to start there. So I'll be putting her initials and my initials on here. It says made by MB for my friend CD. So I'll put her and my initials on it. And one more, I think I might have shown this last time. Can't remember now. But it's the, oh, it's going to escape me. I want to say Michael Kors. That's not it. No, if I think of it, I'll say this guy, his patterns. It's escaping me. So anyway, this is one I'm working on. It's my Saturday Christmas stitching, but I've probably not worked on it so much on Saturdays, and not every Saturday, but there's my progress on it. I've messed up the whites on the side of it. I don't know if you can tell, but it's, you know, white and faint white, light white blended together, and it's so hard to tell what you are going to stitch with until you've stitched a bunch of stitches, and then you see, oh, no, that wasn't right, but I am not frogging it. This is on 20 count Ada, so it's tiny. It's staying. Since I brought up Marilee, I wanted to give you an update. I did get a couple lovely cards for her that I just forwarded to her, and I did get some donations, and then I added to it, and so I was able to send her a pretty good sized donation. She, you know, lost her home, lost everything. If you didn't watch my video, she was a cross-stitch designer in the 80s and 90s, so I had shown all of the patterns I've collected of hers. And in the fires, in the Santa Rosa fires that happened on the week, it wasn't just a day, the week of October 9th, she lost her home, she lost everything. So I had taken up a collection of donations from some very generous stitchers, put them together. I had been emailing her back and forth. I still haven't seen her, but she was staying in another town with a friend. She still is. You know, people have just opened their homes and have other families living with them because there's, you know, hundreds of families that have been displaced. But she did give me her husband's office address, so I got cash. I know you're not supposed to email cash, but that's what I wanted to do. I FedExed it to her so I would have some tracking, and she got it. And she has emailed me. I'm going to minimize my recording stuff here. Hopefully it'll keep recording. She's emailed me twice and wrote to me, and I have shared this with all the ladies that made donations, but I want to read it to you here. And this, I say, quoted from her card, I really didn't think I would ever want to do any more needlework. Your kind gesture turned my thinking around, and I am now looking forward to stitching again. So she was not going to do needlework. You know, everything she had done was burnt up and gone, and just all her treasures were just gone. So she was in a place that it wasn't even going to happen for her again. But when I sent the money, I'd written her a letter, and I had hoped that she would use the funds. You know, she could use them as she wanted, but that I had hoped she would use the funds to buy, you know, some needlework supplies. And she likes to actually needlepoint now, and she has a favorite designer that she likes to do her patterns, so she's going to get one and needlepoint again. So, oh my gosh, I was so emotional when I read it the first time. I just was so pleased that us, you know, showing her some love from our great community. You know, needlework can be so healing. We've heard it over and over in our community. So I was thrilled about that. And, you know, I was able to send, you know, a sizable donation with, you know, all the people who donated. So anyway, great results on that. So I think I'll go through my purchases and my thrift store finds, and then I'll go through my retreat stuff. Let me sorry to reach out of the way there. Okay, so from Mary Rose's video about Nora Corbett's mother, Marilyn, here it is, Levitt Emblem. There we go. Anyway, this was one that she had talked about the symbols in her, why she had done the, you know, the dove and the bear and the owl. Anyway, it was very interesting. So I thought that would be a neat Christmas one to have, and just beautiful the way his cloak, sorry about the glare, the folds in it is so beautiful. So that was one I purchased, and then I'd seen people doing this, and the blue cloak on this one I just thought was so pretty. And this Santa one is called Santa of the Forest. And then this one is Angel of Love. We've seen a lot of people working on it, but I thought it would be so fun to, there we go, do the beading in that. See if I get it close. But as you know, all her dress is just a lot of beads, so I thought that would be nice to have. I was so worried about when Andrea from I Heart Cross Stitch said she couldn't get Spring Queen anymore. It was out of print. I just thought, oh, these ones that I think I'll want to do someday, I'm going to go ahead and get them, just in case that happens. And I want to stop, and I'm going to look at my phone, look at it now, and I'm going to say hello to somebody. I want to say hi to Ann Baker. Ann, Elaine tells me you watch my videos. I just want to say hi. Hi, Ann. Anyway. That was from the retreat. And this is another one I purchased. And Andrea and Lorna from Australia have, Lorna's finished hers, she's been framed. Andrea is working on her, and this picture just does not even come close to how gorgeous their stitching is. So this is Lady of the Mist. So I purchased her also. And then this is a thrift store find. You can see I got it for $1. It's a crosswing collection. What's it called? Bluebirds of Happiness. Aren't those gorgeous? And this is a Bent Creek Cabin in the Woods. I thought this was really a cute sampler. And Log Cabin Nights. I think I got it for this one here. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know why I thought it had a flag on it. There's another one. No. Anyway, well, these are cute. Again, thrift store find. I think this was 25 cents. So it's the Needle Love Company. And then I found another cross-country stitching magazine. After those two I got last time, I thought I'm just going to pick those up when I see them, because I don't have any of those from back in the day. And then I got this for the love of cross stitch. I did not have this one. And you know, when they're 25 cents, yeah, I don't really spend too much time looking through them. I just figure, well, I'll pass them back to the thrift store if I don't find anything in them. Oh, that's cute. I want to show the pattern. That was cute. Good 4th of July one. And then just this week, I went to one of my local thrift stores on my where I work, and I got some fabric for some Christmas ornaments, and then I picked this piece of fabric up also. It was $1, and there's a yard, but I thought this would make a very cute project bag. Look at those little Christmassy birdhouse. Thought that was really cute. So I picked that up, and then they had this for $2. I couldn't believe it because it's got stretcher bars. So I got a set of stretcher bars for $2. It's a needlepoint poinsettia. I don't know that I have the skill to figure out colors and stitches to do it in, but maybe someday. And then these two Christmas books. So this is Better Homes and Garden, A Cross Stitch Christmas, Timeless Treasures, and I think it's more recent than a lot of the books I get. This one is 2000. So, you know, a lot of my stuff is 80s, early 90s. So this is a little more current. So I thought the picture on the front was nice. Don't know if I'll ever stitch it, but I liked it. And then I thought this was really cool. All those birds and all the detail in it with all the golds. And I love those pine cones. I thought that was beautiful. And I thought this was cute. This chicken sitting on a nest of ornaments. Oh, that was cute. Like a little pot holder they did. And then I liked these also, little smalls. That. These on this page. I really like this one. Yeah, I really like that one. Oh, that was very cute. Let's see, this one actually has, yeah, this is Bent Creek. Looks like Bent Creek, not that I'm an expert, but I just picked up another one, so very cute. That book, and then I thought these stockings were very cool. Just the silhouette. Actually, the same pattern, but just on different backgrounds, they look almost like different patterns, but they're not. I thought those were cool. We love stitching with white. Okay, and then this is another one, a cross-stitch Christmas from Heart and Hand, and it is 2006, so wow, I'm getting closer. Didn't have as many things, but I thought these two were so cute. Very cute. I love their hair. And I thought this street scene was really sweet, kind of simple, you know, Victorian looking, but really sweet. This, not that I wasn't gonna walk away without it, you know, for $1, but this, oh, with that bird fabric I got at the same time, aren't these cute? Oh my gosh, so cute. Don't know if they had a picture where they were all together. Seemed like they had something. No. Okay. And then this stocking was very cute with the snowmen going down on inner tubes. I thought that was cute. That'd be a fun one. Someday I'll start Christmas stockings. Got quite a few of these books that have Christmas stockings. Okay, so I went to the Minnesota retreat, and there was a Facebook group, Midwest Cross Stitchers, that Joan and Michelle are the admins of. I don't even think it was a week before I left. I posted on there because we all have, in this area, we all know people who lost everything. So I had the thought that if people had stitched, you know, small Christmas patterns that they, you know, were put in a box someplace, or that they would want to donate, that I would ask, you know, for donations of those for my friend April. I would gather them and then make them into ornaments for her and give her ornaments for her new Christmas tree, or Christmas this year, because she has no Christmas ornaments. And, you know, of course we can go to Walmart and Michael's, and, you know, it's all out there right now. You can decorate your home now on Christmas. But I thought it'd be nice to have some handmade items. And my friend has cross-stitched in the past, and I'm hoping to get her cross-stitching again. But when I went to the retreat, my friend Terry and I went, and our friend Angie picked us up at the airport. We flew into Minneapolis, picked us up at the airport, and we arrived Friday afternoon. Not this past Friday, but the Friday before. And we were one of the last ones to get there, and so we sat down, and it wasn't very long at all before people started asking, you know, who is it that's collecting ornaments? And people just started giving them to me, and I was just like blown away. I couldn't keep track. I didn't even know their names. And so I stopped, and I went back to each person and took a photo with them and the ornament. And some of them had me. I don't know. I thought I needed to be in them. You'll see some of them don't have me. But I'm going to insert them here if you're not, hopefully you're looking at them already. So it was very sweet, very sweet. People are so generous. So my friend Terry and I, just today, we went shopping for some Christmas fabrics to coordinate with them and make them into ornaments to give her. So we'll be getting those to her before December, or at the very first of December. We're trying to work out a weekend day where we can FFO them for her. So anyway, I really appreciate that. That was just amazing. And some actually, Mama Joan gave me a bag to give her. And here is the ornament that Mama Joan stitched. It's got the year on it. Is that not so cute? But she also gave me a bag to gift to my friend April. So we'll give her that. Isn't that cute? So very Christmassy. So that is so nice. And then someone also gave me this pattern, and I'm so sorry. I don't remember who it was, and I don't think I got a photo of it, but this beautiful pattern to give to her to stitch. So anyway, that was very touching. This community is so generous, just amazing. So the retreat was wonderful. The facility was wonderful. It was a conference center, so they do it right. Like someone, I think Pam, stitching between the lines, had said it wasn't a hotel with just some big rooms, but they had snacks out for us. The food was amazing. It was really fresh and delicious. We had a great time. There was Flosstubers there. You've probably seen other videos of from many of them, but it was great to meet them in person and to meet other stitchers. There was 40 of us, so I really make an attempt. You know, I did in Minnesota, I did in Indiana and also Minnesota, try to, you know, talk to people, stop stitching and go over and talk to people, you know, see what they're stitching on. But, you know, there's only so much time, so I don't get to everyone, but I did talk to quite a few people. So it was just great. It was a great time when we landed. It was snowing. You know, we never see snow here. While Pam, stitching between the lines, poo-pooed it that it wasn't real snow. It was real snow to us California girls. So anyway, it was great. They couldn't have done a better job. Michelle and Joan just had it just down. You know, we had wonderful gifts and fun times and a freebie table and a project. So I'm going to just pause the video and start picking up piles of stuff I got to share with you. So hold on. Okay, so this is going to kind of just look like a stash. It's a pile of stuff that I got off the freebie table. And I caught cold. I was taking vitamin C, emergency, taking echinacea. I actually, when we were waiting to leave, I was waiting in the airport, and this girl came and sat by me who clearly had a cold. I just got up and moved. I still got a cold. So, excuse my sniffling. So these were there, and there are 22, all of these are 22 count Hardanger, and I actually can't tell if this is black or blue. I thought it looked blue, but oh boy, that looks blue. Okay, we're going to call it blue. So I got 2 blue and 2 red. You know, they're not hot off the store shelves. They're old, but I have a ton of this stuff, so I'm happy to add it to my collection. And then I got a piece of, I'm pretty sure it's 28 count freebie. It was Charles Craft because it was in a tube. I took it out of there for traveling. Anyway, I got this little book. I thought this was very sweet. Love flowers. Here's a couple little sweet. The colors are just gorgeous. It's like the whole book is the same coloring. You know, blues and greens. Very pretty. So this is called Rico Designs Okay, I don't know what it's called. This is what it's called. I struggle with English. Don't start me with another language. Look at this. Is that not gorgeous? I got this magazine. And I got this magazine because I thought, it looks like a Nora Corbett. And does it say? Yes, it says Nora Corbett right there. So I thought, I got me a free Nora Corbett. And then more birds. More birds. Have a theme. Isn't that cute? Look at those checkers. Ugh. I love that. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it says who designs them. Let me see if I can quickly find it. Okay, this is a Leisure Arts publication. I am not gonna see who did it, but here it is again. I like that. And then here's another cross-country stitching. Again, I'm just picking them up, and I'm sure I'll find something. And then I don't think I have this magazine that's got the flower shop. I have the one with the Christmas tree where it's 3D. You do the stitching behind, and then there's a window. So I picked that up. I think that is so pretty. And this is Snow Buddies Folk Art Sampler. I thought those would be cute just to do individually for ornaments someday. And then I showed you my Winnie the Pooh. So here is another book. I know there's quite a few Winnie the Pooh designs out there, and a lot of them are baby. But I just grabbed them. These are kind of nursery looking, but look at that Tigger. Isn't he cute? Oh, here. I do like my Winnie the Pooh. And I got another Prairie Schooler Santa. This is 2007. Well, isn't he cute? He's the knitting one. So. And I got this house where you do all these and change the door decoration. Then Christmas Time by the New York Dreamer. Isaiah Gladstone. I thought that was really sweet. Like that. Oh, and look, there's got other ones. I don't know if it's an Etsy store, because it looks like it's just, I don't know. It was a bought pattern. Somebody didn't just print this off. But those are, that was cute. And then another Bent Creek. I guess I like Bent Creek. Called the Swirly Sampler. That's cute. And then a Shepherd's Bush. Winterberry Buttons. Is that what it's called? Yep, Winterberry Buttons. So obviously there's buttons on there that I don't have, but I have the pattern, and then I got this, the dimensions. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but I thought the butterfly was beautiful. I guess I could just do the butterfly. I think it's done in the kit. I think I've seen it at Joann's, the fabric stamped, because those background are not on the pattern. And then a gingerbread heart. I got that, which is not too exciting, but what was exciting to me was these threads that were in there. So they're watercolors. So they're 3-ply cotton. those gorgeous? Showing up pretty true to life. So, I was excited about those. And then a Rosewood Manor. I love Rosewood Manor. Scatter Seeds of Kindness. I thought that was pretty. And then, I don't know how easy these are going to be to kit up, but I have a whole bunch of Mill Hill, just the patterns. Oops. Let me just show you the patterns. So I have the dragon, or a dragonfly. I know there's a number of them. And this boo fence. It's Halloween. I got a lot of Halloween. Not a crazed Halloween person, but these are so cute. Oh, this one has stuff with it even. It is Trick or Treat Tree. This is from the Autumn series. I'm not sure what it's called. Oh, Eek Bats. And this little guy, he's cute. What is he called? Mr. Bones. So it probably cost me as much to buy the beads as it, more than it would have been to get the kit. So we'll see how these work out. If it's prohibitive, I may just take them to Indiana when I go in March. She's cute. She's cute. She doesn't have too many beads, it doesn't look like. What is she called? She is, I don't see it. Whimsy Witch. Oh, she's cute. And we have a really cute pumpkin kitty. Let's see if I can just leave it in so I don't have to take so much time. There we go. Pumpkin kitty. He's cute. And this guy is really lovely. I love his scarf. I'm going to open it up. Look at his, what's he called? Burr. Look at his scarf, goes from his neck, and then it wraps all the way around to frame, and then it has the fringe. That's so cute. It's a lot of detail work in that scarf. And then, what's he called? Down the Chimney, a little Santa. He's cute. So those are all my freebies from the retreat. Well, off the freebie table. I'm going to reach around you here. Get some of the goodies. Boy, you sure see stuff on camera you don't see in real life. We'll just hide that. Sorry, I need to grab one more thing. Everything's falling all over. Okay, so at the retreat, there was a project room, and I'm guessing Joan, maybe Joan and Michelle, got the project. It's this cute little box. It was a paper mache box, and we painted it and then Mod Podged it, and then made this little padded base to go in. So I need to glue that down, and then Joan and another attendee were nice enough to twist cord for us all Maybe they watched us in Indiana with Bono, where left to our own devices, we'd be twisting cord for months. And then another one to go around the top. And I only have the pattern, so I can't show you that, but it is a Halloween pattern, and they provided, take it out of there, provided, I believe I heard that Michelle had dyed the fabric, which there was Ada in linen, and it's just gorgeous to do the little Halloween pattern on. And then they even gave us the threads, and Mama Joan made each of us the same bag, and this fabric she used for our lanyards too. If you've seen other videos, people are showing them, but I just am blown away at all the time, not only, you know, giving you this, but all the time that it took to make 40 of these, to put them all together, to, you know, to do, you know, parse out the thread. I mean, it's just so generous. They just did such an amazing job. And then Michelle, again, I had heard, I didn't, it was announced, I didn't know it, she hand painted 40 of these little thread holders. So each one, they're so cute. I mean, to do something and multiply it times 40 is so time consuming. So it's so generous. Then they also gave us a bar of goat milk soap. And in the conference room, someone mentioned that our rooms, and we did have goat milk soap in our rooms too, which I thought was funny. Coincidental. And then we got this cute, I think everybody got a different one, and somebody said it's from the pork chop show, I think that's it. Anyway, it's very cute. And these very cool scissors that I'm trying to keep in the package, but I need to get them out and use them. Somebody said they're very nice scissors, and they are so cute. So how generous is that? And then one of my friends gave me this beautiful bird pattern and some Thread Heaven. So if you look at Thread Heaven, you know, they're gone out of business, going out of business. But if you look back there, located in Guerneville, California, which is, you know, in my county, I need to go hunt them down and clean them out because I enjoy Thread Heaven. But I'll learn to live without it, but until I have to, I'm not going to. And then also, speaking of the mass production, one of the attendees, Penny, made us all these orc catchers and, you know, printed the little labels. I mean, can you imagine making 40 cookies? Time consuming. 40 things that each take sewing, cutting, clipping, sewing on the buttons. I mean, it's just so, so nice. Thank you, Penny, so much. And it had a bag of candy in it that my grandkids have benefited from. Okay, and then, okay, somebody at the retreat gifted me with this. Oh, that was very cute. So it is the primitive hair. It's the first primitive hair I've had. Very cute. Love the sheep. And then there was a exchange, and somebody, pirate style. I hadn't heard that. Did Pam call it that? Pirate style in her video I was watching yesterday. But the White Elephant game, that's how we played it. And I was actually the last one to go up, and so it was getting close to dinner time, so to end the thing, I just took the last gift that was on the table, and, oh God, now I'm going to forget her name. Trini, I think that's her name. God, if it's not, I'm sorry. This was a beautiful little ornament she made, so I got that as a prize. So that will go on my tree. And there was a raffle. Oh, where's my... I'll have to see if it's in the pile. Everybody got a door prize. Oh, God. yeah, I got needle minders. They're downstairs. So I got 2 beautiful Halloween needle minders. Oh, and I can't think of the gal who sells them, but they're really Halloween. They're cute. They're the enamel and metal ones. Very cute. That was my door prize. And then we had a raffle where we bought tickets and put them in, and I had put in for this. So I thought this was very funny. Prairie Moon. Dorothy is not my daughter. Question mark. Or Dorothy is my daughter. Can't read backwards. Anyway, so that was my raffle prize. And then last but not least, I'm going to get up again. So we went to Stitchville. Okay, you're going to have to bear with my slurping. This cold is... Okay, I don't think that's in slurping. We went to Stitchville on Saturday, and oh my gosh, is that place gorgeous. They had so much, and I've been watching other Flosstubers videos, and they're saying, oh, I found these. I didn't even see it all. There's so much, and we're not going to stay there all day. We're just going to stay there a couple hours maybe, so you find something you want, and you look through all of that, and there's so much more. Anyway, I don't know if I've shown this or not. I can't remember, but a friend of mine, Suzanne, from down in Southern California, gifted me with the Smith sampler, and it's going to be my new year, new start, and so I'd been wanting to kit it up with the called for threads. It calls for Belsois, Dinky Dyes, and Gloriana, and so the one thing I was going to get there was that. And of course I bought more, and I wanted to get the fabric too. So the fabric, okay, it's Lakeside Linens, I think Meadow Rue. And so here is the threads, and it's all showing up pretty darn true to color. So they didn't have everything, but I will have to order what I didn't get. So that was my main goal for Stitchville. And the surprise, I was looking through some patterns, and somebody said my name, Becky, and I turned around, and it's Diane the Mon Dot Stitcher. And it was so thrilling to see her. She wasn't at the retreat, but that's her LNS. And so it was so cool and I'll insert a couple pictures I took with her. But that was cool to just, I'll probably never see her again, but just to be at the same place, same time, that was fun. That was really cool. I mean, it's cool to see all the other Flosstubers at the retreat, but, we saw them every day. You knew they were coming, too. To run into Diane was pretty cool. So, okay, I did get... couple pieces, of course it won't show up, but it's opalescent. I don't have any opalescent. 32 count Belfast. Boy, my throat. So I just got a couple to do Christmas ornaments. And then I've been wanting someday to do the Nora Corbett, I guess she calls them Christmas Eve couriers. So this is a Dancer. I got one of those to do. They're so pretty. And then this is the Rose of Sharon. Mirabilia Rose of Sharon. Again, just impulse buying. They're pretty. I've drank the Kool-Aid, gone down the lady. I won't say what I was going to say. Gone down the trail. Yeah, I just like a little bit of everything, I think. Okay, and then Rosewood Manor. These were in the 50% off. They had a little back room where I think somebody said there was patterns and patterns and patterns and patterns, and they were all categorized. But these were half off. So this is Rosewood Manor, the berries. and the Dutch sampler. I got these half off. And then one purchase I had made at the retreat was I bought one of Mama Jones' bags. She just does a beautiful job. Just beautiful. Very nice. So this is bee themed. Anyway. So I think that's it. Not too long a video. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. There are so many of us now that if you choose to take time to watch my video, I sure appreciate it. I appreciate the subscribers, the new subscribers, if any. I meant to look at my number of subscribers before I started, but I failed to do so. But it's such a great community. I really appreciate those who have made donations for Marilee Beams. It just kind of did her heart good to get the love. So I so appreciate that. And then to everyone who shared their stitching with me to give to my friend April, I really do appreciate that too. So anyway, I hope you have happy Thanksgiving. I'm sure I won't see you before then. And I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.